are going to see the questions from signals and system given in GATE given in GATE 2008. So here given that the impulse response h of t of a linear time invariant continuous time system is described by h of t equals to e power alpha t u of t plus e power beta t u of minus t, where u of t denotes the unit step function and alpha and beta are real constants. The system is said to be stable if out of the four options here alpha is positive and beta is positive. Option B, alpha is negative and beta is negative. Option C, alpha is positive and beta is negative. Option D, alpha is negative and beta is positive. Now we need to verify the options for which the system becomes the given system becomes stable. So out of the given options here, option D is correct. Now we'll see the solution for this. So given that the impulse response of the system h of t equals to e power alpha t u of t plus e power beta t u of minus t. So we know that the given system is stable. So in order to check the condition for stability, so we have some condition for the stability of the system, that is for the continuous time systems given as a impulse response, we have integral minus infinity to infinity mod h of t dt must be less than infinity. This has to satisfy for the stable system. So we will go for check this condition for the given impulse response h of t now. So by substituting the given h of t in this condition, integral minus infinity to infinity e power alpha t u of t plus e power beta t u of minus t dt. Here we know that u of t is equals to 1 for t greater than 0 and u of minus t equals to 1 for t less than 0. Now by substituting in this integration, we have integral minus infinity to 0 minus infinity to 0 0 minus e power alpha t u of t becomes 0 and e power we have only e power beta t dt here, and for 0 plus to infinity we have e power alpha t dt. This is we'll get for this. So we have for 0 to infinity this term becomes 0, and for minus infinity to 0 this term becomes 0. So because we have u of t only for t greater than 0 and u of minus t only for t less than 0, this what we need to get this total summation, this total integration must be less than infinity now for stability of the system. Now we have integral minus infinity to 0 minus e power beta t dt plus integral 0 plus to infinity e power alpha t dt. Now by calculating the integrations here, so we have e power beta t divided by beta over the limits minus infinity to 0 minus plus e power alpha t divided by alpha over the limits 0 plus to infinity. Now in order to get this total summation equals to, that is less than infinity, so by substituting the minus beta here, by substituting the minus beta in this expression, we will get it as e power 0 means, that is 1 by beta of e power 0 means 1 minus, this is e power minus infinity beta plus, here it is e power infinity alpha minus 1 multiplied with 1 by alpha. So here to become this is some defined value, this to make this e power minus infinity beta as some finite value, to make it defined become some finite value. So we know that e power minus infinity equals to 0 and e power infinity and e power infinity equals to infinity, that is not defined. So to make it this is equals to 0 and becomes the total summation equals to some finite, this beta value must be taken it as greater than 0. So by taking the beta value greater than 0, what happens, e power minus infinity, this is greater than 0 means this becomes e power minus infinity only, then we'll have this term equals to 0, then this is defined and we'll get some finite value. If you consider that beta is less than 0, this becomes e power minus infinity, this is less than 0, again we will get minus, e power infinity will get, that is infinity, the system becomes unstable. So the beta value must be greater than 0. And coming to the alpha value, here we have e power infinity alpha. In order to make this as some finite value, that is become some finite value, so we know that e power minus infinity 0 and e power infinity is infinity. So make it as some finite value, to make it some finite value, the alpha value must be taken as less than 0. So by taking this alpha equals alpha less than 0, e power infinity, this is less than 0 means becomes minus value, e power minus infinity becomes some finite value, then this total summation becomes less than infinity, then nothing but stable system. So finally we can conclude that the alpha is negative, that is less than 0, and beta is positive, that is greater than 0. That's what the answer D here. That's for the answer D. The alpha is negative and beta is positive.